Hi there. My name is Larry McManus. I'm in my office at McManus Clinic. When I'm not healing the sick, I'm listening to my radio and reading. In particular, I like talk radio. Now, I'm 60 years old. About 5 years ago, I came upon the greatest radio show called Stump Lenny. Actually, it was called the Lenny Palmer Show, and it's run by this guy named Lenny Palmer. And he had a feature called Stump Lenny, where you would call and ask him a question about history, English, literature, TV, sports. He would know the answer. It was the most amazing thing. It actually made me jealous that somebody had all this information, had all this intelligence. And me, I couldn't answer a quarter of the questions that he could. And in my role as a psychotherapist and a hypnotist, I'm used to answering hard questions. But I could not compete with this guy, and it became a habit, an addiction, kind of a Stump Lenny addiction. I would look forward to Stump Lenny. 4:30 every day, half an hour to call up and ask him a goofy question. I love goofy questions. Well, he changed radio stations and he no longer has Stump Lenny. Totally unfair. Especially to Stump Lenny fans. Kind of out in the cold. Kicked to the side of the road. Information junkies left to their habit to detox on their own. I mean, one day there was Stump Lenny, the next day there wasn't Stump Lenny. Totally terrible. Now, I mean, he's on this station that I can get, this WLIP in Wisconsin, and he has a great show, of course, but no Stump Lenny on this show. Different time, different audience. I don't know. I'm not a radio person. I don't know what the purpose of all this was. All I know is Stump Lenny is no more, and information junkies, such as myself, are detoxing against their will. Terribly sad about this. And this guy, he's a pretty stubborn guy, so I doubt he'll ever do Stump Lenny again. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But that's the nature of this short message is I'd like Stump Lenny back. We need Stump Lenny. There's information people, trivia people. There's people who know a lot of stuff who like to stump somebody. Just put yourself in my position. Like, you know a whole lot of stuff, like me. You read a lot, like me. Then all of a sudden, you have an outlet, okay, to see if you can stump somebody. Your wife and kids, they get sick of it after a while. As a matter of fact, they won't even listen. But you had this guy on the radio, and he would actually solicit your calls. Well, I don't know. I'm still listening to Lenny on WLIP in Wisconsin. But there's no Stump Lenny. Maybe it wouldn't fit in the new times. But life just isn't the same. Thank you very much, and I'm Larry McManus.